Okay, so guys, on to the next thing. Let's talk about Ukraine. We understand that a number of guys have returned, about 400. The first flight, initially, I think the first thing I heard initially at the time was that they missed their flights. And yeah. And that now they're back like 400, and there are still like thousands of students there. I think the total number there was about 5,600. And of course, if you look at on a general scale, you're sure it's more than that amount when you talk of other people that are there and Nigerians. But I don't know, at least thank God we have some people on ground. Thank God they are still evacuating. However, like I said at the last time, it's a slow response. It's a slow response. It could have
very
been
slow
earlier, it could have happened long before now. There was ample time to know and study the situation. And I'm just really surprised really that it took this long to just have this number of people evacuated, and they're still like, I know there are a number of things that may have caused it, so I'm not going to really say I'm the point, but the reality for sure is one way or the other. It happened slowly, and it has happened slowly, and it's just really, really quite embarrassing. But thank God we have people back to their families, and we are still expecting some more. Personally, I know some
a lot more
coming in from
some more, a lot more.
Heard that I saw something about them. They have completed third evacuation, something like that. And the third group has landed in Abuja.
Yeah, completed what? Sorry.
The third evacuation, the third patch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go ahead. But I don't know how legit it is. It's one of those things. But 400 has, and they say Ghana was the one that's best African country to evacuate. They use this evacuate like this. They make it think of evacuation. But anyway,
one way or the other. Okay, well, sorry. No, just continue. Sorry.
But if you look at the scale of Ghana and Nigeria, the number of people that these guys have, I think about 500 or so, as opposed to Nigeria's 5,000, 6,000. So I don't know what our government was doing and why they were sleeping on the matter. Maybe they thought it was a joke or something. But now that I've seen the seriousness of the matter, I think they sent some people down to find like oversee.
Yeah, well, I don't know. But then to a large extent, I feel like whatever intelligence report may have come into, or they may have gotten, they most likely would have gotten intelligence report on an early stage. It's just that taking like action is what they
few weeks before the whole attack started, they must have known something.
Yes,
but I don't know why they are telling.
So to a large extent, and other nations started really acting on it, on information from an early point. Started sending out alerts and all of those things, and it just felt like, come on, this guy's chilled till this to be quite bad.
It can't happen. Even when the whole chaos initially started, they were still telling people to calm down and refer to their websites and
like,
bro, come on.
It went down.
It's serious. No, but
I know those people, they are going through a lot there with the racism and everything.
Yeah,
wow.
True.
It's been a dangerous situation for them over there.
I think even just because I want us to move to the next thing, but the reality is, while a lot of people are saying killing Putin would be the best
option.
The best option. I don't think it's the best thing, because I feel like even though that may move the attention away from Ukraine, it may really start a
Sorry,
to
but
really
That's what
start a war.
a full-scale war. I feel like if Putin is killed, as much as it may move attention away from Ukraine, it would really start a war, full-scale war.
we should know that this thing also has to do with the petrodollar.
It also has to do with
The petrodollar.
Petrodollar.
You guys know what petrodollar is? Yeah. Okay.
Explain. I'm not sure I get that.
Came about when in the around the 1950 something, 1940 or so, there was the OPEC, that is all producing states community. They decided they placed US on embargo, and US was at the time they were like importing about 70 or 80% of their oil. So when that happened, this scarcity that you're seeing in Nigeria now was happening in the US. Cars were lined up and everything. And then I think it was the foreign minister, vice president or so of the US vice president at that time went to Saudi Arabia. They cut a deal with the Arabians, and then
we're listening.
And then they made the deal was as long as the house of Hassan was the ruling house, the monarch house in Saudi Arabia. That's if the US can be able to help them make the assurance that they will secure the house of Hassan, they will give petrol to US, they will sell petrol to US rather at a subsidized rate, and then also at the markets as a normal rate, and then the trade will be done in dollars.
Okay.
So after that, other oil producing states started also exchanging oil.
Petrol for dollar.
Not just petrol, oil in general.
Oil.
Petrol,
okay.
bean, and no oil and all these byproducts. So since that time, I mean, all the countries of the world, it's not increasing and reducing, rather it's increasing. Countries that make use of petrol from that time keep on increasing, keeps on building. And what builds the value of money? Exchange. The number of times, even if a currency exchange between two people or two or more people, it's what builds the value of money. So because Nigeria as it is now, we trade in Nigeria, we trade with Naira. See how large our population is. China trade in yen, see how large their population is. But see where it gets different. Countries trade in dollars. Now, a research was done and it was confirmed that the number of the number of $100 notes in America as the country geographical location is a lot less than the number of $100 notes in circulation. Now, based on what I said about the exchange of money, you see that the value of money, the real value and the real market that is giving America this huge value in dollar that is always is not because of their internal trade, rather because it has been made with dollars, the crude oil and dollars. So you see that that's what they call the petrodollar. So you see that over the years, any ruler that came close to tamper with petrodollar has always been kicked down one way or the other. Talk about Osama bin Laden or Saddam Hussein. I think it was this Sudan, no, not Sudan, one of those countries was killed. Talk of Gaddafi. Gaddafi said he wanted to stop trading petrol,
in
selling
dollars.
petrol. They killed him. said NATO and whatnot, and they put him down. Russia, Putin has been outspoken about how he feels of trading oil in dollars. And I think I heard that he has been trading with Russia. I'm sorry, with China. And they have been trading in another currency, not in dollars. So you can see where all this is boiling down to. You may look at it as if it is just surface Russia, Ukraine. But no, US has a big hand in this, as always. They try to claim to be the international police of the whole world. And they will, and you know how propaganda is. They use their media as an outlet. Thank God for social media right now. So, see, they use their media as an outlet to tell, to give different, make people have different views about the real thing, different from the real thing that is actually going on. So, but I just hope that we'll stay informed. It is a lot bigger. It is not, Russia is actually not really the bad guy here.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Why I was really intentional about not cutting you because I was really enjoying it. And sincerely speaking, I think I'm going to have, even though we're going to have this as part of the clip, we're going to intentionally cut the time you spoke about the petrodollar so that it can just go to just be like a breakdown of some sort where you guys were just really talking. I'm sorry I'm a bit distracted, but where you guys were talking and just going like the whole back and forth, awesome stuff. Thank you very much, please. Thank you very much for that. Apparently, it's clear that there is so much happening beyond just the surface. We are seeing a lot of these things just having a ripple effect onto other nations. So really, really good explanation. Thank you very much for explaining on that front. And I don't think we're seeing it happen.
Russia, Ukraine. I say, since we are on this Russian-Ukraine topic, we can just quickly mention the fact that they want Nigerians to pay $1,000.
Please, who is asking for that money? Who is asking for that money? I want to know. Is it Nigeria or Ukraine?
No, Ukrainian embassy.
Yeah, they're not ready. They're ready for us to come.
They're not ready
come and save
now
them.
Because I was like, they're ready to come and save them.
You know, ever since this whole thing started, I think that currently the support they got from the world at large has reduced significantly. We are coming. We are coming up to see things in the media, like pictures that have been taken years ago. They're using it now, and that, for example, that picture that you're saying, that video. Yes, some of those pictures that we see. For example, allegedly.
Yeah, I saw that video.
The president's picture where they were showing him that he was also fighting a war. They said it was taken, I think, 2021. And you see some people, there was one picture that I even saw. They said is the wife of the president ready to fight for one. This picture, I'm seeing a woman smiling with a makeup on her face. And I'm wondering are we sure of what you're doing?
Posing for camera.
Man, the media rules the world, man. But the media rules the world. The media rules the world. Wow.
No doubt. This is not ending anytime soon. And then with the whole nuclear attack. Sorry, Chief.
I said that video of a dead man that is trying to cover himself back with the
Yes, that video, like.
Is that recent?
What?
We don't even know what to believe anymore right now. We don't know.
If you want you have to find it by yourself.
Yeah, that's true. You have to find the truth by yourself. You have to read up, check a lot of things. You have to turn to investigate journalists now to find the truth.
True. I think for me on this matter, we have not seen the end yet. And as recently as the attack on the nuclear power plant, there's been so much. They said it's a really, really sensitive thing, this whole nuclear power plant attack, and I'm just really hoping that it doesn't really like blow up the plant in itself, because they said there are a number of things that if it happens to the plant, if the power is cut off, whether the water or so, it starts the power there's the power needed to cool whatever it is they're making it there and all of those stuff. So that place has to be really guarded. They have to ensure there's no they're up and running consistently. They have to ensure there's no power failure to them. And they said I think that's Europe's one of Europe's largest nuclear power plants. So an attack on it is literally in quotes an attack on Europe. So I don't know, but I don't think we've seen the end of this yet. But in the truth for me is it's just generally it's just really going to show me that in fighting wars there's really a place of strategy and not just numbers, because I'm not seeing as much of destruction in quotes happening. I'm seeing more destruction happening to the Russian vessels and vehicles than happening to
the Ukrainian.
Yeah, because
why
like
that especially is because the population of the Russian military in contrast to the Ukrainian military. There are rules of engagement in this modern day warfare that makes it a little bit civilized as possible, not as barbaric as before. You can't attack shelters, you can't attack a civilized populated area, you can't attack some hospitals, you can't attack, stuff like that. So if you are talking about attacks, obviously the Russian military, we have a lot more attack. Their size makes them a lot more vulnerable because of how big they are to the Ukrainian as opposed to the Ukrainian military.
okay, cool. Thanks, guys. That's very, very cool. That's very, very cool. So I wanted to jump on this next thing. And this is the two young guys at by the way, before we jump to that, we have our prayers going out to every single person or family who has somebody in Ukraine, and then they're expecting their people back home. Sincerely trust that everybody will return back to their families.